Social media is the biggest game women play in modern dating, and most men don't even realize they're being played. You scroll, you like, you comment, you chase, and she controls the entire thing. You think you're connecting with her, but in reality, you're just another pawn in her strategy. Women use social media to deceive men in ways that are subtle but dangerously effective. They make you believe you have a chance. They make you feel special, and then they pull away the second you start getting comfortable. You ever wonder why a woman gives you attention online but ignores you in person? Why she posts pictures that seem meant for you but won't answer your messages? Why she's always online but too busy to text back? That's not by accident. Women have mastered the art of deception through social media, and if you don't know how to spot it, you'll waste your time, your energy, and your emotions on a game you're set up to lose. The truth is, most men fall for the trap because they want to believe that what they see online is real. But in the modern dating world, social media is a tool for control, validation, and manipulation. It's not about communication, it's about power. Women use it to keep men orbiting, to test their options, to gain attention without commitment, and to make sure they always have a backup plan. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you. I'll expose exactly how women use social media to deceive men and what you need to do to protect yourself. Pay close attention, because once you see the truth, you'll never look at social media the same way again. Before we start the video, I want to remind you that my exclusive online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course goes deeper, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. We just completed section 4 in the course, and these insights aren't shared anywhere else. It's easy to access with multiple secure payment options. There are only 5 discounted slots remaining using the promo code. Visit stoicapproachtolife.podia.com or check the link in the description to enroll now before the offer is gone. 1. The illusion of choice. Social media has turned the modern woman into a queen in her own mind, and men are the ones who made it happen. Every day, women wake up, post a picture, and within minutes, they have dozens, sometimes hundreds of men fighting for their attention. These men don't even realize they are competing in a race they already lost. The moment you send that good morning text, that fire emoji, that compliment on her picture, you become part of the crowd she uses to feel wanted. But here's what most men fail to see. That same woman, who seems like she has unlimited choices, isn't actually choosing anyone. She keeps men orbiting, responding just enough to keep them interested, but never enough to commit. She wants the constant validation without the responsibility of giving something back. This is the illusion of choice. She makes you think she's picking a man, when really, she's just using them all for attention. How many times have you seen a woman complain that there are no good men left while she has hundreds of unread DMs? She isn't looking for a man, she's looking for power. The power to make men chase, to reject who she wants, and to keep her options open indefinitely. The biggest mistake a man can make is thinking that social media is where relationships start. It's not. It's a trap, designed to make men waste their time chasing a woman who has no intention of being caught. Women don't use social media to find a man. They use it to eliminate men. They filter out the ones who are too eager, the ones who lack confidence, and the ones who don't bring value. Let's be clear. When a woman is truly interested in you, she won't play games on social media. She won't leave you unread for days while posting selfies. She won't act busy online but somehow always have time to reply to other men. If she's doing that to you, she doesn't see you as an option, she sees you as an entertainer. Real attraction happens in real life, not in the comment section. The moment you start thinking that your worth is tied to how she reacts to you online, you've already lost. The men who win in the modern dating world are the ones who understand that social media isn't where you chase. It's where you watch and learn. If you find yourself constantly reacting to a woman's posts, hoping for a response, stop. You're being trained to seek her approval like a dog waiting for a treat. That's not the position of power a man should ever be in. The best move? Stop feeding the illusion. Once you pull away, you'll see how quickly she loses interest in you. Not because you did something wrong, but because you stopped playing her game. 2. She posts for attention, not for you. One of the biggest lies men tell themselves is that a woman's social media posts are for them. You see her upload a picture looking beautiful, showing off her body, or writing something deep and emotional, and you think, maybe this is for me. It's not. Women don't post for one man, they post for all men. Every picture, every status, every so-called random selfie is designed for attention farming. It's a strategy. The likes, the comments, the compliments, they're all fuel for her ego. The more reactions she gets, the more powerful she feels. And if you're one of those men who constantly engage, thinking that you're making progress, you're actually just another statistic in her validation game. Let's break this down. You see a woman post a seductive selfie, looking directly into the camera, maybe biting her lip or arching her back. You think, wow, she looks amazing. You drop a like, maybe even comment, hoping she notices you. She sees it, but she doesn't care. Why? Because she's not posting for just one man's attention. She's collecting validation from as many men as possible. Women have mastered this technique to the point where they don't even have to respond to men anymore. They just put the bait out there and let men do all the work. Think about how many times you've seen a woman post something that looks like a subtle invitation. A quote about relationships, a song lyric about love, or a deep message about wanting something real. Only for dozens of men to flood the comments, thinking they're the ones she's talking about. The harsh truth? She's not talking about any of them, it's all part of the game. Here's something most men never realize. The man she actually wants is the one who isn't reacting, the one who doesn't drop emojis, who doesn't constantly engage, who doesn't seem impressed by her online persona. That man is the challenge, that man stands out. The rest are just background noise. Think about it. If a woman truly liked you, she wouldn't need social media games to get your attention. She wouldn't rely on posts and pictures to pull you in. She'd make it direct. She'd reach out. She'd show real interest. But when she keeps posting instead of talking to you, that's a clear sign that she's not actually looking for a connection. She's looking for confirmation that she's still desirable. Here's where most men mess up. They assume that if they stop liking and commenting, the woman will notice and reach out. Wrong, she won't. Because for her, you were never a real option. You are just another face in the crowd, another like on the pile, another good morning beautiful message lost in the flood. The only way to win this game is to refuse to play it. Stop reacting. Stop thinking her posts are about you. The moment you remove yourself from the competition, you'll realize that she never actually wanted to choose anyone. 3. She keeps her options open. A woman will never tell you this directly, but social media is her backup plan. It's how she keeps a steady supply of men in her orbit, just in case things don't go the way she wants. When she's talking to you, laughing at your jokes and acting interested, you assume it's just you and her. But behind the scenes, there are 10, 20, or even 50 other guys lined up waiting for their shot. Men get deceived because they believe that a woman's attention means exclusivity. It doesn't. In the modern dating world, a woman can be emotionally attached to one man, physically involved with another, and entertaining 5 more through DMs, all at the same time. Social media makes this effortless. With a single post, she can get validation, compliments, and new options without even lifting a finger. Here's how it works. She posts a selfie, and within minutes, her DMs are full. Some men she ignores, some she entertains, and some she keeps on standby. The guy she's dating, he has no idea how many men are constantly in her inbox, ready to take his place. Women do this not because they're necessarily looking to cheat, but because they want control. The ability to walk away at any moment and have another man ready to step in gives them power over you. Have you ever wondered why a woman who claims to like you still keeps posting seductive pictures, responding to random guys, and leaving heart emojis under other men's photos? It's because she's never fully committed. She's keeping her options open. If things go bad with you, she has backups. If she gets bored, she has distractions. And if she ever decides to leave, she won't be alone for long because she prepared for it in advance. The worst part? Most men enable this behavior without realizing it. They see a beautiful woman on social media and start competing for her attention, thinking they can win her over. But the reality is, you can't win a game where she controls the rules. She's not looking for a winner, she's looking to never run out of options. Women today don't just date one man at a time, they keep a rotation. The guy she's interested in today might be replaced next week by someone with more status, more confidence, or more mystery. Social media gives her access to an endless supply of new men, and as long as she has that, she never feels the need to settle. So how do you protect yourself? By understanding one thing, a woman who is serious about you won't keep playing the field. If she's still entertaining other men, if she's still seeking attention online, if she still needs strangers in her comments to feel validated, she's not fully yours. The moment you realize this, you stop chasing, you stop begging for her time, and most importantly, you stop being one of her many options. 4. She uses likes and comments to manipulate you. Most men have no idea how much power a woman can hold over them with something as simple as a like, a comment, or a follow. Social media gives her the ability to control your emotions without even speaking to you. One day, she likes your post, and suddenly you feel like you have a chance. The next day, she ignores your message, and you're confused. A week later, she drops a comment under your picture, and you're back thinking she's interested. But here's what you don't realize. She's doing the same thing to 10 other guys. Women understand that attention is currency, and they know exactly how to spend it. A simple like on your picture might seem small, but if she knows you've been waiting for her to notice you, it's enough to keep you hooked. She doesn't need to start a conversation. She doesn't need to give you her time. All she has to do is leave just enough breadcrumbs to keep you chasing. How many times have you seen a woman post a story and then watch who views it? Women do this all the time. They're checking to see which men are still interested. If she sees your name at the top of the views, she knows you're still watching. She knows she still has control over your emotions. And if you ever start pulling away, guess what she'll do? She'll randomly like an old picture, reply to a story, or comment on your post, just to pull you back in. But here's the truth. If a woman is really into you, she won't play these games. She won't just throw you small doses of attention to keep you hooked. She'll want to talk to you, be with you, and make things clear. When a woman truly desires you, you won't be confused. The fact that she's using social media to send mixed signals is already proof that you're not her priority. You're just one of her many followers. This is why the worst thing a man can do is take social media engagement seriously. Some guys will see a woman comment on their picture and start believing she's into them. They'll see her like a post and think, maybe she's still thinking about me. No, she's just keeping you emotionally invested without actually giving you anything real. The moment you start reacting to her breadcrumbs of attention, you put yourself in a weaker position. You start checking to see if she's watched your story. You start waiting for her next like, her next comment, her next DM. And once she sees that you're waiting for her attention, she stops giving it. The best move? Ignore it. If a woman is using likes and comments to manipulate your emotions, stop reacting. When you stop caring, you break free from her control. Because at the end of the day, a real connection isn't built on social media. It's built in real life. And if she can't give you that, she was never really yours to begin with. 5. She makes her life look better than it really is. Women have mastered the art of making their lives look perfect online, even when everything is falling apart in reality. Social media is her highlight reel, not her real life. She carefully curates her posts, only showing what makes her look desirable, independent, and high status. She'll post vacation pictures, fancy dinners, and selfies where she looks flawless, but she'll never show you the nights she's lonely, the mornings she wakes up feeling insecure, or the times when her life is full of chaos. And here's where most men fall for the illusion. You see a woman online and she looks like she has it all. She's always smiling, always out having fun, always surrounded by people. You start thinking, She's on another level. She's too good for me. But the truth is, the woman you see online is not the real her. It's a version of herself she wants the world to believe in. This is why so many men put women on pedestals based on their social media. They assume that if she looks happy, wealthy, and successful online, then she must be better than the average woman. But here's the secret. The more a woman tries to prove her life is perfect online, the more likely she's struggling behind the scenes. Think about it. If a woman was truly happy and fulfilled, would she need to constantly prove it to the world? Would she need to post every meal, every outfit, every small achievement? No, she would just live her life. The fact that she's always showcasing her amazing life is proof that she needs validation to feel good about herself. This is especially true when it comes to relationships. Women will post pictures with captions like "living my best life" right after a breakup. Not because they're really happy, but because they want to control the narrative. They want to make their ex jealous. They want men to see them as high value and unattainable. And most men fall for it, thinking, wow, she's really doing well without me. But behind the scenes, she's still thinking about the guy who left her. Here's another trick women use. Posting pictures with expensive things to look high status. You'll see her posing in front of a luxury car at a 5-star restaurant or wearing designer clothes. But what she won't tell you is that the car isn't hers, the meal was paid for by another man, and the designer bag was borrowed. Social media allows her to create a fantasy, and most men believe in it without questioning it. So how do you avoid falling for this deception? By remembering that what you see online is not real. If a woman looks like she has a perfect life, remind yourself that she's only showing the best parts. If she always looks happy, remember that people only post what they want others to see. And most importantly, never let a woman's social media presence make you feel like she's above you. In reality, she's just as human as everyone else. The difference is she knows how to sell the illusion better than most men can see through it. 6. She posts to trigger your emotions. A woman knows exactly how to get inside your head without saying a single word. She doesn't need to call you, text you, or argue with you. All she has to do is post something that she knows will get a reaction out of you. And the worst part? It works. Men don't realize that every post a woman makes is calculated. If she's been distant and you haven't been giving her attention, she'll suddenly post a provocative picture, something that makes you feel like other men are looking at her, desiring her. You'll see the picture and feel that urge to DM her, to re-establish your presence, to remind her that you exist. And just like that, she wins. Other times she'll post about how happy and unbothered she is, knowing that you're watching. Maybe you stopped talking, maybe she did something wrong, maybe you walked away. So now she has to play the game. She posts something like, "Some people come and go, and that's okay. Life goes on." And suddenly, you're wondering, is she talking about me? You start overthinking, you start getting in your feelings, and before you know it, you're right where she wants you, emotional and reactive. Women do this because they understand how men think. They know that men are territorial. If you see her suddenly getting attention from other guys, you feel a need to reclaim what's yours. That's why she'll post a picture at dinner, but not show who she's with. That's why she'll share a song with deep lyrics, making you wonder if she's talking about another man. That's why she'll leave just enough mystery to keep you guessing, because the moment you start thinking about her, you lose. One of the biggest mistakes men make is assuming that a woman's social media is just for fun. It's not. It's a tool she uses to control the situation. If she wants to make you jealous, she knows exactly how. If she wants to get your attention, she knows exactly how. And the most dangerous part? She does it without ever having to reach out to you directly. You've probably experienced this before. Maybe you started ignoring a woman because she wasn't treating you right. Instead of chasing after you, she suddenly started posting more selfies, going out more, and showing off her amazing life. Why? Because she knows you're watching. And the moment you take the bait, liking her post, commenting, or sliding back into her DMs, she knows she still has control over you. The only way to win this game is not to play. If a woman is trying to trigger your emotions with her posts, ignore them completely. Don't watch her stories. Don't check her likes. Don't engage. The moment you show her that she can't manipulate your emotions through social media, she loses her power over you. Remember, a woman who truly values you doesn't need to play games to get your attention. The fact that she's using posts to make you react should tell you everything you need to know. 7. She uses social media to keep you as an option. A woman doesn't always want to lose you completely. She might not want to be with you seriously, but she also doesn't want you to move on. That's where social media becomes her weapon. She uses it to keep you attached, just in case she ever needs you again. She might not respond to your texts, but she'll watch your stories. She won't meet up with you, but she'll randomly like your posts. She might even comment something small, like an emoji, just to remind you that she still exists. This is called breadcrumbing, giving you just enough attention to keep you interested, but never enough to truly move things forward. The moment she sees you pulling away, she'll do something small to pull you back in. Maybe she suddenly starts interacting with your posts more, or she DMs you about something random. You start thinking, maybe she's still interested, but that's exactly what she wants. She doesn't actually want to commit. She just doesn't want you to forget about her. This is how she keeps her options open. Women want backup plans. They want to make sure that if things don't work out with another guy, you're still there waiting. And social media makes it easier than ever for her to keep you on standby without putting in any effort. Think about this. If a woman truly wanted you, would she play these games? Would she need to subtly remind you of her presence instead of just reaching out and making something happen? No. But by keeping you emotionally engaged, she ensures that you never completely detach. She doesn't need to call you or make plans. All she has to do is stay in your mind. One of the worst mistakes men make is thinking that small online interactions mean something. They don't. If she wanted you, she would show it in real life. But most men fall for the trap. The random likes, the accidental views on your story, the sudden messages after weeks of silence. They think, maybe she's interested again. But the reality is, she just wants to keep you as an option. Women know that the moment a man completely moves on, she loses her power over him. That's why even when she doesn't want you, she'll still make sure you see her, think about her, and feel like there's a chance. She wants you to stay emotionally invested because it gives her control. The only way to break free from this cycle is to stop giving her your attention. If she's playing games, if she's only giving you breadcrumbs, walk away completely. If she truly wanted to be with you, she wouldn't need social media tactics to keep you around. Remember, a woman who keeps you in limbo is not a woman who values you. She's just making sure that when she needs something, attention, validation, or even a rebound, you're still there waiting. Don't fall for it. Social media has given women a silent weapon to control men without saying a word. They use it to manipulate emotions, create illusions, and keep men chasing something that isn't real. If you keep falling for their tricks, you'll waste your time, energy, and self-respect on someone who was never truly yours. The solution? Detach. Stop reacting. Stop feeding their game. A woman who values you won't need social media to prove it. Her actions in real life will show it. Walk away from the games and you'll find yourself in control. A man who cannot be manipulated is truly free. If you're serious about mastering the dating game, don't miss out on my exclusive online course. We go beyond what's covered in these videos, giving you powerful insights from the first approach to lasting attraction. Only 5 discounted slots remain, and it's easy to enroll with secure payment options. Visit stoicapproachtolife.podia.com or simply click the link in the description to secure your spot. Don't wait until it's too late. Take action now and start transforming your dating life today.